I don't like TikTok. Can you stop with these cringy hooks? What do you mean? This is how we do content nowadays. We have to grab the people's attention in the first second. You are just feeding the problem. You're the reason why people attention is getting sucked dry on all these platforms. Why don't you make something original? Just make something that I think he's having a bad day. Let's jump into the video. Today, I'm going to show you how to upgrade your TikTok videos. I'm going to go through 3 steps to show you how to make your videos look from this to this. TikTok is a platform that is very easy to make videos. I'm going to show you a lighting technique that you can add to your TikTok videos. But it's not going to work for all scenarios. I don't want to make it more difficult to make the videos. It will work very easily in a situation like this, where you are sitting down and you are talking to the camera. But this lighting technique can also be used for other situations. You can use it in your photography or your videography work. It doesn't only have to be used for TikTok. Tim is here today and he likes to make TikToks about topics that he is passionate about. His videos do really well on Instagram and TikTok. And we are going to show you how we are going to light Tim's video today. For the first step of this lighting tutorial, we are making sure that the room's light is off. You want to switch off the big light in your room. Do not use lighting that is coming straight from above. It creates ugly shadows on your face and then your subject will start looking like a villain. So on Tim's video, we made sure that the big light is turned off first. And then we brought in a key light. What is a key light? A key light is your main source of light that is falling onto the subject. It doesn't necessarily have to be a real light that you turn on and off. It can be just a big source where light is coming from, like a window. So placing your subject close to a window or facing the window, that can act as a key light. What we used as a key light in this video was a Godox 200 watt light with a diffusion modifier. Why did we use a diffusion modifier? We wanted the light to look soft and fall evenly and spread evenly on Tim's face. So we are not shooting a mystery film or anything like that. We are shooting an informative video, so we want to see Tim's face. So that is what we used as our key light. The second step of this lighting tutorial is using a rim light or a kind of like a side light. We used another Godox 200 watt light as a side light. You can see how it's falling onto kind of like behind on the edge of Tim, especially there on his head and his face. You can see it brings some structure and some shape to him, and it's there to separate Tim from the background. So the rim light, or in this case it's a rim light, it is kind of like creating a rim over Tim's body. The rim light is separating Tim from the background. Let me show you what it looks like when we turn the key light off and just have the rim light. You can see how it's coming from the side and behind, really like shaping Tim's side of his body. And that is what the rim light and the side light does. You don't have to use a very expensive light to do this. You can just use a cheap ring light and use that to create your side light or your rim light. If you want to even create more contrast, you can make it a different color. if you want to. So before we head into the third and final step of this video, please remember to subscribe to our channel. It really helps out, and like this video. And if you learned something, leave a comment. If you want to learn something else, ask it in the comments. The third step of this lighting, we did some background lighting. We added a colorful light that hit the wall to really separate our subject from the background. And this just makes the subject stand out even more. And especially if you're using a different color. It doesn't necessarily have to be a light. It can also be little spots of light like windows. You can use your lamps in your house to also be a background there. If it's a real light that you're putting in the background, then you call it an accent light. A light that looks like it's part of the room. That is an accent light. But here we place a light onto the wall. So that's kind of like some backlight situation that's going on there. Let's see what it looks like when we turn all the lights off and just have the backlights on. You can see the difference that it makes having that different colored light on the wall. And when we turn on the other lights again, you can see it makes quite a nice difference, and it separates him even more from the wall.
There is a name for the lighting setup that we used in Tim's video. This was a basic 3-light setup. A very easy and practical setup that you can use in many different situations.
But if you don't have a lot of lights, you can just use your window as a key light. And that will already make your videos look a lot better already. You don't need all these fancy lights to make your videos look better. If you're placing yourself at a window, you're already making a big difference. Creating some even light on you and making sure there's some contrast in the back. If your background is darker than your subject, then you are already separating your subject from your background. And that is creating already some contrast in the video. TikTok videos usually look so flat and people aren't really thinking about the lighting. The main takeaway, if you don't have lights, is just switch off the light from above and do not use lighting that comes from above. Use a window. Do not use lighting that creates ugly shadows on the face. If you want to learn more, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching this video. See you again.